If the special lane is traveling near the speed of the free lanes, the fee is only 50 cents. If the special lane is traveling 30 miles an hour faster than the pay lane, it goes up as high as $9 an hour. I understand there's one in the UK where it's 18 pounds to park downtown during certain congested times of day and only 5 during other times. So in other words, real-time data lets you have real-time variable cost for encouraging people to use or not use various resources. Okay, well, why is this an interesting problem and why is this TRIZ problem? The only way it can be real-time is if we have sensors that are fairly close together. Now, the 1950s way of doing this was hose strips. I call them pneumatic strips, but really they were just like garden hose with the ends clipped off. And as your car drove over one of these hoses, it made a puff of air, and that puff of air was registered on a sensor off at the side of the road. And the data was not real time. It was collected over a period of time, and eventually patterns of traffic were developed. In the 1980s, we started to see real-time systems, most of which were derived from military systems. They used optical systems bouncing light off your car. They used radar, obviously just a different form of light, but bouncing it off the car and measuring the speed. And they used magnetic systems buried in the road. But in all cases, the sensors were quite expensive, and they would typically be 10 to 20 miles apart on the highway.